Now Srila Prabhupada is quoting the commentary of his Guru Pada Padma. I'm reading from the purport of Srila Prabhupada. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur has commented as follows upon this verse. One who has not yet developed an interest...
I'm telling all these things only to tell you that a devotee or a disciple should not be always whole life in the one stage when he joined the mission. Bhakti is like a current. And current never stops any place. Oh, always going. So bhakti is like a current coming from Krishna, Hladini Shakti, Srimati Radhika. And it cannot stop. Never. So a devotee, if he want to increase, develop his bhakti, he will try to do like some
Step by step. Like a caterpillar.
A caterpillar. Or like this. Or taking one end here and then taking here and there.
Moving forward
No?
always.
If you are not doing, you cannot advance. Never, never, never. So, he's telling, I'm telling that, or all Shastras telling, that we should try to develop our Krishna consciousness by this. So we cannot be for 10 years, 20 years, 40 years, for life, for eternal, that we will be the same position where we were. I have not seen any of devotees, beginning from Dhruva and up to Uddhav and Raghunath Das Goswami and up to our Gurudev and Swamiji. Swamiji, in his last stage, he was not at the same when he was in childhood. So must develop him. So he is telling.
Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur has commented as follows upon this verse. One who has not yet developed interest in Krishna consciousness should give up all material motives and train his mind by following the progressive regulative principles, namely chanting and remembering Krishna and his name, form, quality, pastimes, and so forth. In this way, after developing a taste for such things, one should try to live in Vrindavan and pass his time constantly remembering.
Why he told that we should chant 24 hours? Are we doing following? Even 10 minutes, constantly, like
Honey flowing.
We are chanting Hare Krishna, and going to our job, here, there. We can't fix our mind. But if you want, you will have to do 24 hours. No job, nothing like Raghunath Das Goswami did. If you want to have such taste and so much serving Krishna, what you are doing, you should not be satisfied by that. That I am doing everything. Even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he told, Nagandhosti me darapi kandami saubhagya bharam prakashitam pansi vilasya nanan avalokanang bina vibhatma jat pran patangakam. I am not a saint even of bhakti, praying. Why you are crying? Oh Radhe Radhe, oh Krishna, oh Krishna. Why you are crying? Oh, I am crying to show my devotion to others. Really, if I had prayed, then how can I maintain my life. If a fish is taken out of water, in a moment she will die. But I am not dying. I am not meeting with Krishna. I am not seeing Krishna. And even I am not dying. So where is prem? If there is prem, one cannot live. And if he will be totally mad. If he will be alive. So Mahaprabhu was unmatta, like a mad. Also Advaita Charya had, oh, I am mad, you are more mad. So he will be mad like. So, again, go.
In this way, after developing a taste for such things, one should try to live in Vrindavan and pass his time constantly remembering Krishna's name, fame, pastimes, and qualities under the direction and protection of an expert devotee.
Not so-called. In this world, so-called are so. A very rare expert. So we should do what? Pray to Krishna, that same rare any person, qualified, bona fide. In his guidance, we should be in Vrindavan. Otherwise, what will be? You will be deprived of, or you will be cheated. Surely you will be cheated. And I know that so many are cheated. Or full of Vrindavan, outwardly full of cheaters. So, you should try. How you will decide? That is high class of, only take shelter of Krishna. Oh Krishna, I have offered myself in your lotus feet. You should manage. Then,
So, Prabhupada is saying expert devotee, but not a member of any society or any. He's got.
he has not that any society. Bhakti not belongs to any society. It depends on the devotion and love. If a society is whole Krishna consciousness, then how 95% or all the sannyasis may go down? Where are they? So it never depends on it. It depends on devotion. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has not told our Rupa Goswami or anyone.
In the neophyte stage, one should always engage in hearing Krishna Katha. This is called Shravan Dasha, the stage of hearing. By constantly hearing the
Why you are shutting, closing your eyes? Why not?
This is called Shravan Dasha, the stage of hearing. By constantly hearing the transcendental holy name of Krishna and hearing of his transcendental form, qualities, and pastimes, one can attain to the stage of acceptance called Varandasha.
First is hearing. You may be disguised. You cannot understand if you are reading yourself. So you should hear first. Shravanam, then Kirtanam. Always you should follow. By reading yourself, you cannot judge. What is the meaning of this? Ja Bhagavat Pada Vaishnavastha. So you must go to any realized person. The symptoms of realized Vaishnava are there. You should know all this. It will come also by hearing from superiors. So,
You're always feeling wrong. Where?
Ram, where have you
Ram. Oh, you can know by this an example that there is written, Ram, where you have gone. In a simple way. What is the meaning? Ram, tell me frankly, where you have done. But when I will ask, Ram, where had you been? What is the meaning? I don't want to know. I know. Why you went there? Ram, where had you been? What meaning? What is the meaning? I know that you have gone to any bad place. I know. You should not go. It may be so many meanings, 10, 20. How you know? What is the meaning? Trace on anything. The mood of speaking, it will tell. So those who have served Gurudev, they can know the meaning. Always serving and internally, not externally. How was the utterance of that sentence? So, how you can know? You can know only by the realized soul. What is the meaning of Chaitanya Charitamrita? What is the meaning of this slok of Srimad Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam and Veda and Puran? If you are not hearing from high class of devotees, then you must go be direct. You cannot understand.
By constantly hearing the transcendental holy name of Krishna and hearing of his transcendental form, qualities and pastimes, one can attain to the stage of acceptance called Varandasha. When one attains this stage, he becomes attached to the hearing of Krishna Katha. When one is able to chant in ecstasy, he attains the stage of Smaranavastha.
So what is Varandasha? What he has heard. And he began to follow by his whole senses, by mood, internally, externally. And this is called 24 hours engaged. It may be that first, in beginning, it may be not so pure, but he is engaging. And by hearing always his superiors, and he engages. Gradually, like Raghunath Das Goswami, like Loknath Das Goswami, Narottam Thakur, like Srinivas Acharya. Ji Goswami has told very in good way. He has explained all these things in his Sandarbha. But we never see it.
Yes, Buddha. In the Hainam Chintamani, Bhaktivinoda describing Shravan Dasa, he said one must hear Astakali Mila.
So, and gradually it will come. So he will hear from beginning what? The pastimes of Krishna with associates. He will hear of friendship. He will hear the pastimes of Varsalya, and he will hear all these things gradually. And then a special greed will come. And then he will try to always remember in that line. If he is not hearing anything, how he can remember? If you have not ever heard the pastimes of Radha, Damodar Jashoda, how she's controlling Krishna. How you can remember? Not only distributing books, making temples, always 24 hours. You have no time to do all these things. To see what nectar is in this book. Why we are doing so? Any aim and there is no aim and object. What can we do? So first, Swamiji wrote O Krishna book, whole 10th canto, everything. Why he wrote? That you should only distribute, not to read, and to hear and to know? No. He wrote and gave it to distribute and to read. All should be. He used to tell all these pastimes himself. So, then he can, Varan Dasha may come. What a special thing I want. Where is my taste? And then by so increasing. That Mahaprabhu told to Raghunath Das Goswami. Bhalo na khaibe, bhalo na paribe. Amani manod hoye Krishna nam sada. Antare kara nishtha lok vyavhar. And Braje Radha Krishna manasa seva karibe. He has told for seniors. Those who are about 20 years in mission, in 30 years, 40 years, oh, this they can do. They can hear and they can do. Right? It's no hard. But if there is taste, then ruchi should be.
You gave the Bengali, but you didn't give the English.
Braje Radha Krishna Seva Manasa Koribe. One should serve Radha and Krishna in the core of his heart by mind, day and night in Vrindavan. Srila Prabhupada continues, recollection, absorption, meditation, constant remembrance, and trance are the 5 items of progressive Krishna Smaran. At first,
For whom he is writing? Swamiji? For whom? Those who are liberated and serving Krishna in Golok Vrindavan, or who are in bondage?
Who are living outside. Or distribution only.
So, he has written for all.
The whole world.
This is our aim and object. And we should try to follow. If you will not read the books very gravely, with
concentration.
No, with deep meaning, and we will not ask any superior Vaishnava, then how we can know all these things? So we should try to know.
At first, remembrance of Krishna may be interrupted at intervals, but later remembrance proceeds uninterrupted. When remembrance is uninterrupted, it becomes concentrated, and it is called meditation. When meditation expands and becomes constant, it is called anusmriti. By uninterrupted and unceasing anusmriti, one enters the stage of samadhi, or spiritual trance. After smarandasha, or samadhi, has fully developed, the soul comes to understand his original constitutional position. At that
Now he will know his constitutional position, love and affection, everything, which is in our soul.
At that time, he can perfectly and clearly understand his eternal relationship with Krishna. That is called Sampati Dasha, the perfection of life.
So, but now time is over. We must go. So we will explain more in evening class. Or try to read this. If any question, you can question. I will try to answer. Or this book will answer itself. But try to not to be one stage, one point always. We should try to advance something. as caterpillar. Gaur Preman.